Do you still believe in the American dream? That might sound like a joke today. For many, it's not just fading, it's dying. And it's not a foreigner saying this, it's an American. This so-called dream that millions once chased now feels like a cruel illusion. Why are so many Americans losing faith in their own country? The answer lies in widespread poverty, skyrocketing homelessness, and cities once full of promise, now teetering on collapse. Have you ever wondered what pushed them to this point? And more importantly, is your state next? In this video, we'll take you through the top 8 U.S. states at the highest risk of collapse, where economic despair and social breakdown are shaking entire communities. From poverty rates to the growing homeless crisis, this is a journey into the raw, often unseen truth behind the American curtain. Let's dive in. 1. Alaska. We begin in the vast, rugged frontier of Alaska. Known for its breathtaking landscapes, untouched wilderness, and northern lights, this state appears to be a paradise for adventurers. But under that beauty lies a harsh reality. Alaska is seeing a steep population decline, with thousands leaving in search of better opportunities. The Congressional Budget Office points to severe winters, high living costs, and limited job prospects as the main culprits. Outside of fishing and oil, there are few sustainable industries. And for those who can't keep up, the fall is brutal. Homelessness in Alaska is rising, and here it's not just about sleeping on the streets. People are freezing to death. With limited shelters, many are forced to survive in forests, tents, or improvised camps, where bone-chilling cold becomes a daily threat. Alaska is a stunning reminder that natural beauty can't make up for economic hardship. If you're thinking of moving here, you'll need more than just warm clothes. You'll need a rock-solid plan and a serious amount of resilience. 2. Baltimore, Maryland. Next, we head to Baltimore, where poverty and homelessness aren't hidden, they're part of daily life. As of the latest figures, 26.2% of Baltimore's population lives below the poverty line. That's more than 1 in 4 people. Basic necessities like food, shelter, and clothing have become luxuries. In January 2022, more than 9,000 people were homeless in Baltimore. Many slept in cars, under bridges, or on city sidewalks. They're not just statistics, they're human beings who wake up every day not knowing where they'll eat or sleep. This crisis is no longer just Baltimore's problem, it's America's problem. How much longer will people here be forced to wait for meaningful solutions? Screen. Hawaii. The postcard perfect image of Hawaii hides a growing nightmare. Tourists may enjoy its white sandy beaches and rainbows, but for residents, this paradise is becoming painfully unaffordable. Why is one of the world's most beautiful places on the verge of collapse? Let's talk numbers. The average one-bedroom apartment in Honolulu costs around $2,500.00 while a two-bedroom can easily hit $3,500.00 or more. Add in the fact that nearly all food and fuel must be imported, and the cost of living becomes unbearable. Hawaii now has the highest homelessness rate in the United States. Thousands are forced to live in tents, temporary shelters, or even cars. The bright resorts on travel websites never show you the reality. Families struggling in the shadows of luxury hotels. Efforts to fix the problem have fallen short. Without stronger government support and affordable housing initiatives, the crisis continues to grow. 4. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, once known as the Keystone State, now feels like a lock without a key. What's going on? According to Newsweek, Pennsylvania ranks 7th among the fastest declining states in the U.S. In just a single year, the state lost nearly 40,000 residents, most of them fleeing for better opportunities elsewhere. Though Pennsylvania has deep roots in manufacturing, the collapse of that industry has devastated many communities. The state's average household income is just $67,500.00. And that's not enough when paired with rising living costs. As poverty increases, so does homelessness. Pennsylvania's decline isn't just economic, it's social. Crime is rising in cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, especially in areas where people feel abandoned by the system. It's a warning sign of what happens when progress stalls and no one steps in. 5. Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes, Las Vegas, the city of lights, luxury, and luck, is on this list. Behind the neon glow, nearly 15% of residents live in poverty, and homelessness has surged. In 2022, Las Vegas recorded over 18,500 homeless people, a 12% increase from the year before. Many live just blocks away from world-class casinos, yet can't afford to buy food or pay rent. Why? Because the glitzy industries that support the city, hospitality, tourism, entertainment, don't offer stable, high-paying jobs for most workers. Low wages and skyrocketing rents have pushed thousands onto the streets. Even as the city's skyline expands, affordable housing remains out of reach. The dream of Vegas is now a nightmare for many. 6. Louisiana. Louisiana, famous for jazz, Mardi Gras, and cultural flavor, is also one of the fastest shrinking states in America. With a poverty rate of 18.5% and an average household income of just $53,500, many families are barely scraping by. The most vulnerable, children, the elderly, the disabled, are often the hardest hit. The problem isn't just poverty. Natural disasters like Hurricane Katrina have left lasting scars. Even today, many New Orleans residents struggle to find stable housing. In a state already short on economic opportunity, every flood, storm, or hurricane deepens the crisis. Government programs remain underfunded, communities are exhausted, and people keep leaving. 7. West Virginia. Known as almost heaven, West Virginia is facing an all-due collapse. Once the heartbeat of America's coal mining industry, West Virginia has lost over 40% of mining jobs in the past decade. With the industry collapse, entire communities lost their only means of income. While housing here is relatively cheap, even those prices are out of reach for many. Homelessness is increasing, with over 1,300 people reported as homeless statewide, a number that may not sound high, but is devastating in a small, rural state. And there's another problem. West Virginia now has the oldest population in America, with a median age of 43.3 years. Young people are fleeing in search of jobs, leaving behind an aging population and shrinking workforce. 8. Illinois. The land of Lincoln is now the land of lost residents. In 2023, Illinois lost nearly 140,000 people, enough to fill an NFL stadium. The reasons? High taxes. The state income tax is 4.95%, but that's not all. Illinois has some of the highest property taxes in the country, making life unaffordable for many. Add to that a $140 billion, 0-cents pension debt, and you've got a financial time bomb. Homelessness is also on the rise, with over 65,000 Illinois residents living without stable housing. In cities like Chicago, the housing crisis is evident on nearly every block. Illinois is a case study in what happens when fiscal mismanagement, social neglect, and urban decay collide.